After the fight between Toji and Megami, this nigga comes up, this nigga's attack Megami, which will prove to be the worst mistake he ever made in his life. First off, this nigga is hella lucky. What Nanami did to this nigga is crazy. Nanami really put that work in on this nigga, had the niggas leaking. This the second time this nigga done fucked up. Nanami almost killed the nigga, so imagine what Mahoraga finna do. So basically, this nigga's powers is miracles. He fought Nanami down and took all of his shit away. And this nigga always sneaking somebody. This nigga weak as shit. And the fact that he picked Megami of all people to sneak. Everybody in their mama know that Megami is looking to kill himself at all times. This nigga Megami really a maniac for real if you think about it. I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the best scenes of JJK. Mahoraga's first appearance is fucking raw as shit. That nigga Megami said, alright bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's time for me to clock out. Good luck. This nigga Sukuna saved this nigga and came up and revived Megami. Sukuna walked up and squared up with Mahoraga. Then they started boxing and they both get blasted into separate buildings. This nigga Sukuna came out with a bucket of popcorn and some drinks. This nigga is taking this as light as possible. This nigga Mahoraga grabbed him and started dragging him through the buildings. So I ain't gonna lie, throughout this fight, these niggas really neck and neck. I wouldn't say neck and neck. Well, I would because, you know, okay, so Mahoraga, he adapts to any curse technique. But Sukuna, he got more skill than that type shit. So like this really an even fight for real. Mahoraga getting cut up and regenerating. Sukuna low-key getting thrown back. He not really getting beat on, but he getting thrown back and shit. Like this a little good exchange. This nigga Mahoraga got his face split open and before it could fall, he pushed it back up. These niggas still fighting through buildings and shit. This nigga Mahoraga tried to slice that nigga. This nigga Sukuna grabbed his stomach and started slicing this nigga. Mahoraga quickly got back up with swiftness and started throwing them bitches. This nigga Sukuna caught a blade with his mouth and broke that shit. I don't know what's wrong with niggas who putting shit in their mouth, but hey, this anime for you. Then we got the first wheel spin of the fight. This nigga Sukuna entrapped Mahoraga. I don't know how he did this, but he entrapped that nigga. And that nigga Mahoraga, he's going, he's pushing everything. And these niggas is destroying the city. They're killing everybody. Like everybody is dying. These niggas have no regard for human life whatsoever. And Sukuna has finally caught on. As we get further into the fight, Sukuna finally catches on. I was like, oh nigga, you can see my curse technique. That's why you, ooh. Every time this nigga Mahoraga getting cut up, this nigga regenerates in the most rawest way possible. This nigga Mahoraga threw a building at this nigga, and this nigga Sukuna sitting down and slicing everything up. He not phased, he not worried. This nigga Sukuna pinned that nigga down in the water. This some raw shit, I ain't gonna lie. And he destroys the entire city. Not even joking. The whole city is falling down. Shibuya is falling down. Sukuna figured out that Mahoraga adapts to any technique. And he quickly figures out that he has to get him out of there very, very quickly before he adapts. And he opened Malevolent Shrine and he eviscerated that nigga. And while he eviscerated Mahoraga, he also eviscerated every human building or anything in a 140-meter radius because he wanted to spare Megami. You wanna know what's crazy though? Mahoraga didn't even get killed by Malevolent Shrine. This nigga almost regenerated from Malevolent Shrine. The only reason he died is because while he was getting hit by Malevolent Shrine, his regeneration was almost complete and he used Fuga Box open, pulled out them flames and eviscerated that nigga. The stupid ass curse user thought he was slick and he got his head sliced wide open. And the reason this nigga died is because Nanami put that pain in on that nigga. Like, he literally would have died in that fight with Nanami if he didn't have that power. This nigga Sukuna is so fucked up. He made Yuji look at all the chaos that Sukuna brought. He made him realize all the people he killed. The whole Shibuya, well, not the whole of Shibuya, but shit, a good portion of that motherfucker is gone and dead. That nigga Yuji went crazy. Like, Yuji mentally is done. Like, he had bro crying and throwing up. That's how bad it was. Man, I feel bad for Yuji. Hey, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Peace.